first, the point about innovation, right? I have been in this work 20 plus years. I have heard people called innovators and disruptors, and this is the model, and we're going to pay for it, and we'll give it to you, and it's the best thing. I have seen quality educators referred to as in less than positive ways because they didn't fit what we called innovators. And part of why I raise that too in this notion of privilege is, particularly in the education space, innovation has become this label. Somehow it credentializes you. The folks who decide what innovation is, frankly, don't generally look like us. Don't come from the communities we've come from, and may or may not have evidence of their innovation. But they have access to media, to press, to power, to funders. And so I'm always the person who absolutely, my question is, before someone says, or as they're saying, I've got this thing for you, what's the evidence? And so I first and foremost want to put that out there, right? And I think of evidence in two ways, probably more than that, but at least. What is the experience students will have, and how is it going to be dramatically different, particularly for our Black, Latinx, and immigrant students? That's why I get up in the morning. So how will this change the experience for students in a way that is positive and nurturing? And how will it change their learning? And the learning piece can be, yes, absolutely academics, and we can talk about what's the right measures of that. For me, it's also a much more whole child perspective, and so I'm thinking about how does this affect a student's identity and a sense of belonging in the world, their ability to be, critically conscious, culturally competent, to be ready for careers and civic life. And we can talk about all different ways that goes in. So first, I have a level of skepticism when somebody says, I've got an innovation, we're going to scale it. Doesn't matter, how handsome he is, what kind of good shirt he's got, and bring me to this school and kids are doing cool things. I've been in lots of schools with kids doing cool things. I've seen kids making potato guns, because that's project-based learning in someone's mind. Anybody who's audio, there was air quotes on that, by the way. We have these kinds of misconceptions about what innovation is. Just something that is different somehow is good or better. And there's two issues with that, right? One, it suggests we don't have lots of innovative things happening in our schools now. And there are. In Philadelphia, in Memphis, in Milwaukee, in Chicago, but we don't ever call innovation the principal who's right now out there hustling to get backpacks for his kids for the return to school. And backpacks, by the way, I love this as a principal from Milwaukee, that we're going to have alarm clocks in them that are battery operated because he knows his kids don't have power. That, to me, is innovative, right? Or the principal who, in Memphis, bartends catered events to pay for a washer, dryer, and hygiene packs to be operating out of her school. Right? None of that is sexy. No foundation is coming to me and saying, Heidi, we're going to fund 100 washing machines for your building.